What's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. I hope you're all doing fine, and today we're gonna continue with reading Marcus Aurelius' Meditations, the second book. So, let's do this. Whatsoever thou dost affect, whatsoever thou dost project, so do and so project all. As one who out thou knowest may at this very present depart out of this life. And as for death, if there be any gods, it is no grievous thing to leave the society of man. The gods will do thee no harm, thou mayest be sure. But if it be so that there be no gods, or that they take no care of the world, why should I desire to live in a world void of gods and of all divine providence? But gods there be certainly, and they take care for the world. And as for those things which be truly evil, as vice and wickedness, such thing they have put in a man's own power, that he might avoid them if he would. And had there be anything besides that had been truly bad and evil, they would have had a care of that also, that a man might have avoided it. But why should that be thought to hurt and prejudice a man's life in this world, which cannot anyways make man himself the better or the worse in his own person? Neither must be a thing that the nature of the universe did either through ignorance pass these things, or if not as ignorant of them, yet as unable either to prevent or better to order and dispose them. It cannot be that she through either of power or skill should have committed such a thing, so as to suffer all things, both good and bad, equally and promiscuously, to happen unto all, both good and bad. As for life, therefore, and death, honor and dishonor, labor and pleasure, riches and poverty, all these things happen unto men indeed, both good and bad, equally, but as things which of themselves are neither good nor bad, because of themselves, neither shameful nor praiseworthy. Consider how quickly all things are dissolved and resolved. The bodies and substances themselves into the matter and substance of the world, and their memories into the general age and time of the world. Consider the nature of all worldly sensible things, of those especially which either ensnare by pleasure, or for their irksomeness are dreadful, or for their outward luster and show are in great esteem and request. How vile and contemptible, how base and corruptible how destitute of all true life and being they are. It is the part of a man endowed with a good understanding faculty to consider what they themselves are in very deed from those bare conceits and voices honor and credit do proceed. As also what is to die, and how if a man shall consider this by itself alone to die, and separate from it in his mind all those things which with it usually represent themselves unto us, he can conceive of it no otherwise than as of a work of nature, and he that fears any work of nature is a very child. Now death, it is not only a work of nature, but also conducting to nature. Consider with thyself how man, and by what part of his is joined unto God, and how that part of man is affected, when it is said to be diffused. There is nothing more wretched than that soul, which in a kind of circuit compasseth all things, searching, as he saith, even the very depths of the earth, and by all signs and conjectures prying into the very thoughts of other men's souls, and yet of this is not sensible that it is sufficient for a man to apply himself wholly and to confine all his thoughts and cares to the tendance of that spirit which within him, and truly and really to serve him. His service doth consist in this, that a man keep himself pure from all violent passion and evil affection, from all rashness and vanity, and from all manner of discontent, either in regard of the gods or man. For indeed, whatsoever proceeds from the gods deserves respect for their worth and excellency. And whatsoever proceeds from man, as they are our kinsmen, should by us be entertained with love, always, sometimes, as proceeding from their ignorance of that which is truly good and bad, a blindness no less than that by which we are not able to discern between white and black, with a kind of pity and compassion also. If thou shouldst live 3,000 or as many as 10,000 of years, yet remember this, that man can part with no life properly, save with that little part of life which he now lives. And that which he lives is no other than that which at every instant he parts with. That then which is longest of duration, and that which is shortest, come both to one effect. For although, in regard of that which is already past, there may be some inequality, yet Yet that time which is now present and in being is equal unto all men. And that being it which we part with whensoever we die, it doth manifestly appear that it can be but a moment of time that we then part with. For that which is either past or to come, a man cannot be said properly to part with it. For how should a man part with that which he hath not? These two things, therefore, thou must remember. First, that all things in the world from all entire eternity, by a perpetual revolution of the same times and things ever continued and renewed, are of one kind of and nature, so that whether for 100 or 200 years only, or for infinite space of time, a man see those things which are still the same, it can be no matter of great moment. And secondly, that life which any the longest liver or the shortest liver parts with is for length and duration the very same. For that only which is present is that which either of them can lose. For that only which is present is that which either of them can lose, as being that only which they have. For that which he hath not, no man can truly be said to lose. Alright guys, thank you for joining me today, and see you tomorrow on the next video. See you tomorrow, bye.